Hello and welcome to Life of a Student Athlete. My name is Ricardo Lategan and I am here with Arkansas State University Rugby Club's captain, Kuda Makuvera. What's up, Kuda? How are you?
I'm good, Ricky. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. First of all, where are you from, Kuda?
I'm from Zimbabwe. That's just above South Africa. A lot of people always mistake me for being South African, so I
Yeah,
always say it's
just
pretty
above
close.
my neck of the woods, right?
Yeah, you know what they say about being on top, right?
Yeah. So, Kuda, what brought you to Arkansas State?
Actually, it was just rugby. I had never heard of this place until a couple of my teammates from the rugby representative side came up to me and told me about it, and I thought it was going to be an awesome opportunity to come up here.
Yeah, it's a long way from home, though.
It definitely is, man. I get to see my parents maybe once a year, but just being here, especially with a lot of my teammates and people like you from South Africa, and it just makes it kind of easier to be here.
Yeah, it helps a lot, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get right into it. And I'm gonna ask you some questions. Just what does being a student athlete mean to you? So what does being a student athlete mean to you?
Basically, it just means that as it says, student athlete. There are two parts to it. A lot of times, people forget that once they become an athlete, they're also a student, and vice versa. So, for me, what it means to me personally, it means being able to balance both sides of the coin, being a student as well as an athlete, and excelling very well on both sides.
Yeah, definitely. What's your major?
I'm mechanical engineering.
Mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
That's a tough major.
Most people say that. I'm still to find out if it's tough or not, but it's definitely busy. Lots of homework. You wouldn't believe.
Yeah. What year are you in university?
Right now, I'm a junior, so I guess that leaves me with one more year after this.
1 more year, and then
Yeah.
what's your plans after college?
My plans after college are to continue playing rugby and see how far I can go. Just build myself up through the tiers until I hopefully get to the top one. As well as, I have to support myself, so get a job in the engineering sector and see how that goes.
Yeah. So how do you plan to achieve your goals?
Well, basically, it starts now. Every performance that I put in every day is one step closer to being recognized. My dad always said, you got to make a name for yourself anytime you get the chance to. And I feel like with every game doing that, the more notice I get in college rugby, hopefully that'll help me out kind of leap forward as soon as I graduate. And I mean, that's the current plan now. I'll have to see how it goes once I get there.
Well, it's a good plan to have.
Yeah.
Being a student athlete, obviously, like you said, it's balance. How do you balance sport and work, homework, and you have a job as well? How do you balance all of that?
I think it's just sticking to a schedule. Most people normally use a planner. I just kind of go off the mental thing. It doesn't always work. I always forget stuff, but it's just keeping on top of stuff. I always run through a mental checklist almost every hour. Like, okay, I've done this. What else do I need to do? So it's just always keeping all your tasks right in front of you. That way, it's easier to take them down one by one.
Yeah, definitely. Kuda, what would you say is your strengths, your weaknesses, and your interests?
My strengths, I like to say I'm a pretty decent ball runner on the field. I can also help organize things. Doing them is another story, but I'm definitely more than happy to get people, to go towards one common cause.
Mm-hmm.
Weaknesses would be getting on time. If you ever need me to be on time for anything, tell me an hour earlier or 30 minutes earlier, and I'll be there on time.
Yeah, you're on that African time,
Yeah,
right?
that African time, man.
And what's your interests?
My interests, I definitely like hang out with my friends. I do that a lot. I think almost all my free time that I ever have is devoted to being around my friends. I feel like they always bring out the best in me.
Mm-hmm.
So I always spend as much as I can, especially when it comes to playing FIFA. I like beating them a lot. That's definitely my favorite hobby.
Nice. What are the most important rewards you expect in your sporting career?
Hopefully for me, it's definitely making it professionally. I love what I do. It's the main reason why I'm even doing engineering and stuff. So yeah, I would say definitely that making it. And well, since I was recently appointed captain, I'm just hoping to help the guys realize their full potential and realize what they can do as a team going forward. That would be hands down my biggest achievement ever.
That's great. That's great. Um, What motivates you, Kura? What motivates you to put forth your greatest effort?
For me, it's always, what my mom said, if you're not going to do it 100%, don't do it at all. So I always take pride in what I do. I always feel like everything that I do or touch will have my name to it, and my name has to be in something. And I feel like the most important thing we have as people is just our word. So if I put in my word that I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it 100%.
Yeah, great. Okay, so I'll come to my last question. How do you determine or evaluate success?
Yeah, success is basically, I feel like it's a personal thing. A lot of times, people will tell you whether you succeed or not, but I think it's how you feel after doing it. Or some things you'll do well, but you don't feel great about it. Some things people think, you know what, it wasn't that great, but for you, it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So I always feel like whatever makes me feel great and like I've achieved something.
Yeah.
That's how I determine it.
Great. Well, could I appreciate you coming out to Life of a Student Athlete and talking to me?
No, thank you for having me as always.
And good luck with this rest of the season.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.